Hello adventure riders from around the world. So today I want to give you my honest opinion over my tires that I have used for the last 12,000 kilometers. We are talking about the Haidenau K60 Scout. The size for this tire that I have had on the BMW F650 GS Dakar, it's 130, a 130 rear. I'm telling you this and I'm beginning with this because the profile will be much different. All the way to 140 we're having this chevron profile, how it's called, these V-shaped knobs. But on the larger tires over 140, so 150, 160, 170, 180, I'm not even sure if it's a 180, it will have a center strip in the middle. This is especially for the big adventure bikes which are heavier, and this allows a quieter ride when you're riding on the highway. Also, you can expect a bigger lifetime out of the thread due to this center belt. But the traction, it's a lot lower. When you're in a muddy environment or even on grass, it tends to slip. And this is also the reason why I've heard a lot of people complaining about the Haidenau K60 in wet. I have ridden this tire in wet, I've ridden it in mud, absolutely no problem. And more than this, the tire that was on the bike is DOT 2013. Initially I wanted to throw the tires, put a brand new one because I have already bought a brand new set. But then I said, okay, let's give it a try and let's see how bad it is, because it still had quite a lot of profile. I think the rear had around 6 or 7 millimeters. And the front also around 6 millimeters of thread. Therefore, I've used it for the last 1 year. This summer, a lot of touring, asphalt, but mostly off-road. I was really excited about this tire. So the previous owner has already done around 5,000 kilometers, and I've put another 12,000. So this is the shape of the tire after 17,000. I did not have street tires that I could ride that much. For sure, it's not such a powerful bike. On the street bike, I'm riding an F800 GS, and I'm also having a KTM 990 that I've used for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I've had the 990 SMT, but this had a really nice tire life and quite an impressive thread wear and traction. As you can see, the middle is gone. We've got only 1 millimeter left on the center, but the side knobs are still 6 or 7 millimeters of thread. And I've ridden off-road this tire on dry gravel roads. I could not explain where does it find traction, because it was gripping. I was going on the gas and still gripping like that. I had absolutely no problem with punctures, no puncture in these 12,000 kilometers that I have ridden. Yes, as you can see, or I'm not sure if you can see it, the knobs have worn slightly on angle, so not really symmetric. But this is mostly due to braking and hard acceleration. So although I was really happy about this tire, I have decided to replace it with Mitas. Actually, the Mitas I have bought already when I bought the bike. I wanted to change them back then, initially at the beginning of the year, but then I rode the K60 the entire year, and now finally with a tubeless conversion for the rear wheel, which you will also be able to see it step by step, I've switched over to the Mitas EO7 Plus. There is also normal EO7 in which the knobs are smaller and closer in between. This has larger knobs, 9 millimeters of thread when the tire is new, and also no center strip. I think also the Mitas for the larger sizes over 140 it has that center strip in the middle. Better on one hand for the life and for the noise. Both tires tend to be a little bit noisy. You can hear them whispering at highway speeds, so over 60 kilometers an hour, and it also has a little bit of shake. Over 100 you cannot really feel this shake anymore, but you can still hear them whispering. It's just like an atomic bomb that is falling, like a noise. So quite impressive. I can't wait to see how many kilometers I will put on this tire. I've only done around 1,200 kilometers on the Mitas, but so far I'm also really happy with it. With the traction on dry, with the traction on wet, on mud, it's really a great 50-50 tire. Actually, the Mitas advertised the EO7 Plus as a 60-40, so 60% on-road, 40% off-road, but it's also, it grips better than many dedicated Nobi tires that I had on my enduro bikes, or almost as motocross tires. Really great on dry gravel and dry surfaces.